Welcome to another video on the German with Lakshman YouTube channel. This is another video, by the way, part of the Learning German series. This is episode 21. And yeah, I also, by the way, upload my podcast to my YouTube channel, and I assume that you're interested in learning German as a language, as a foreign language, by the fact that you clicked on this video. If you're interested in learning about German culture, German society, and we're actually going to move into later episodes of my podcast, I'm going to start talking about general, society and cultural topics. I highly recommend you take a listen to my podcast. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. We're going to be talking about German stuff relating to school. So we're going to talk about some school subjects and supplies. And yeah, by the way, like I said, this is again vocabulary. But we haven't talked about this vocabulary yet, and this is important vocabulary that you need to know in order to be successful in German, and that you need to have this vocabulary in order to talk about. Because in order to write or talk in German, because school is an important part. And I assume that I have no clue how old you are. You can be actually that's a good point, but I still I'm a student. I might have older people watching these videos, and that's a great thing. But yeah, I think knowing school supplies is an important part. It's an important skill to know in German. So yeah, this vocabulary is very useful. So I'm going to go over pronunciations. I'll pronounce everything twice, and I'll go over any exceptions or anything to note. So let's get into it. Der Kuli Pen. Der Kuli is a pen. Der Bleistift Pencil. Der Bleistift Pencil. Das Papier Paper. Das Papier Paper. Der Stundenplan Schedule. Der Stundenplan Schedule. Das Heft Notebook. Das Heft Notebook. Die Schultasche Backpack. Die Schultasche Backpack. Der Radiergummi Eraser. Der Radiergummi Eraser. By the way, this is one of my favorite words in German. Der Radiergummi Eraser. And der Buch Book. Um, no real exceptions here, by the way. Just go over it. There are 8 words. You should be able to know it quickly. Make a Quizlet or something. Review it in the morning or something when you have dead time. And yeah, you'll be able to get this relatively quickly. Some of the words are a bit more complicated, like Radiogummi, Schultasche, Stundenplan. And by the way, a lot of compound words here, right? Schul means school. Die Schule means school. So they're basically taking Schul out of Schule and they're adding Tasche. Tasche means bag. Schul means school. So school bag is backpack. Der Student is a student. So a Stundenplan, they're taking out the T, and then Stundenplan, a schedule. Papier is similar to paper. You'll be able to know that quickly. Radiogummi is a little complicated, but you'll be able to get that. But yeah, nothing too outrageous here. Now let's look at some school subjects. So biology would be die Biologie and die Biologie. Chemistry would be die Chemie, die Chemie. Physics would be die Physik, die Physik. Math, die Mathematik, die Mathematik. Algebra, die Algebra, die Algebra. History, die Geschichte, die Geschichte. German would be Deutsch. And that's also, by the way, why Germany is Deutschland in German. Spanish would be Spanish. French is Französisch. English is English. But yeah, notice how a lot of these school subjects are in the feminine, with the D as their definite article. That's something to keep track of. I'll help you know that. But again, not too difficult. You should be able to get this. They're 10 words. Yeah, you should be able to get this. There's not much to it. And yeah, just learn it, know it. And this is very important vocabulary. You're going to use this a lot. You should know this. Make a Quizlet, learn it, and you'll be good. And yeah, I hope the pronunciations helped you. If you have any questions about pronunciations, you can always go back in the video and replay it. But most of these are about Französisch. That's a little tricky. Other than that, you should be fine. But yeah, I know this video is a little shorter, but I don't want to waste your time. We got straight to the point and we went over the material, and that's good. If the video was productive for you and you enjoyed it and you learned something, I'd appreciate if you dropped a like. Then it helps the YouTube algorithm put out my YouTube videos to more people and recommend them to more people, and that helps my channel grow, which is, yeah, I really appreciate if you could drop a like, and subscribe if you want to see more of these types of videos and you're recommended. And yeah, and take a listen to the podcast if you want to try it out and listen to an interesting subject relating to German culture and society. But yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.